I got what I asked for. Is it good? That remains to be seen. Yeah. What a hand. I've never seen that. Bucky. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. Welcome, my friends, back to Marvel Snap. The Rickety Bridge is a brand new featured location here in the Savage Land season. After each turn, if there is more than one card here, destroy them. Oh man, this is going to be a meta warping location, and we have the deck tech for you to help you climb within this new environment. Don't rock the bridge. An interesting call because I don't think rocks are going to be the solution. Stay tuned to see our lists. I'm afraid that people are going to get tired of this featured location very quickly. It's going to have very much the same playstyle as the Altar of Death featured location did previously in the season. It's going to let Destruction List just run the table yet again, and it's also going to pose the challenge of actually being able to win the Rickety Bridge itself because it's very hard to get cards to stick there. And that is why we are calling out the Colossus here. He's going to be absolutely king of the bridge. Anything else that gets played there is going to get destroyed, whereas Colossus is always going to be able to stick and survive. There are, of course, other options that you can tech in, bringing in Storm just to cancel the location, similar to the Scarlet Witch, or using something like Professor X to lock it down so that you're grabbing the win, Claw to make sure you have the most power there, or the Armor just to cut all of the destruction shenanigans. So if you're somebody who doesn't have these cards or doesn't want to keep running the same list for the 48 hours that the dominant featured location is going to make them dominant, tech in something to just prevent these decks' game plans. So I'd still recommend watching the video, seeing how the decks play out, because then you at least get an idea of what your competition is going to be, whether or not you want to join them. Starting out here, we do have the Deadpool in the Rickety Bridge scum list that we have so eloquently named. It's a fairly greedy Deadpool destruction list because we're counting on the Rickety Bridge giving us some of these extra destruction activations without needing to combo our cards together. For that reason, we're bringing in the Moon Girl instead of the Wave, which normally makes these lists a little bit more consistent, comboing with the Death. Now, Wave combos well with both She-Hulk and Death, but we've still cut her because I would rather play the Moon Girl to be able to get duplications of the She-Hulk, a very cheap Death, and then the Demons or a large Deadpool in a pinch. The rest of the cards on the list are the classic destruction filler for the Deadpool list, with the Forge getting added in here to be able to jumpstart the Deadpool scaling process, the Venom to be able to hold his power to the board, and then Carnage, Bucky, Nova, etc. The Nova potentially can buff the Colossus. Actually, winning the Rickety Bridge itself might prove to be a little bit challenging. We have the Colossus chosen now for that task. We might find ourselves slotting in the Armor and then trying to do a late game blitz at the bridge, getting those cards to stick. We'll see which playstyle ends up winning out here. Diving in here to be able to get our showcase. We do have a full second list that we're going to cover, but we're going to showcase this one first. Let's start out here with the Hood. Easy opening play. Gobble him up by the Carnage. Incredibly stat efficient. And then we're holding Demon to be able to get copied by Moon Girl on turn 5. Well, maybe. Depending on if we can get something else efficient duplicated at the same time. Quicksilver, I don't know if you are it. We'll go Bucky Barnes here. I will probably just feed the Quicksilver to either Carnage or Killmonger. Looking like, yeah, playing Quicksilver into Carnage would be our line right now. Are we going to get Rickety Bridge as the final location? Yes, yes! Okay, here he is, here he is. Can't wait to see the animation. Let's go QS into Carnage here. Grab what we can. They play to the Rickety Bridge. Agent 13, very early for them. Agent 13, Quinjet, so it's a Devil Dinosaur kind of list. Ooh, Venom is looking good. So is Killmonger here with the Iceman, Quinjet, Agent 13 all ready to die. I think I Killmonger, and then we Moon Girl on the next turn. That seems good. We're killing 3 cards. Death will be 3. So I can Death, Demon, Demon, or Death, Death. Or if something else around the Rickety Bridge causes the destruction, I can do even more. That's the question. Do I want the Demon to get out there and die? Oh, if only Moon Girl was still 4, I could combo with something else. Here we go. They've got the Electro. This is spoilers for future of the video. We might be using Electro. Always elves. Okay, we kill the Agent 13. We get to see the Rickety Bridge trigger here. Goodbye, Sentinel. Goodbye, Electro. And that's it. I really am unsatisfied with the release cadence, guys. Second Dinner is over here like, yeah, you get this hot new location. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah, we'll put the animations in later. Or like the Zabu card. He got his animation partway through. Why not on day one? That's just, why not as soon as I open the card? Can't I see these awesome effects? Ooh. Okay. This is what we got. Well, we go like death, death. And then the thing is, we have to try and see if we can get something to stick at the Rickety Bridge itself. And then we just put all the points over here. The demon is a canceling factor. Would you run armor? Maybe. Like, they could beat us if they play Armor Moon Girl. Is that true? No, it's not true. Because we're up by just enough at the hub. Okay. My greedy Moon Girl is super paid off with... Even after she got hit with the Iceman with the double demon and then the double death and all the destructions from the Rickety Bridge, it all came together into what I wanted. We've manufactured how many points here on the final turn? Please don't play leader. Please don't play leader. They are going for Strange Academy and the hub, which leaves us the win at the Rickety Bridge. Our little mind game gambit mayhaps it paid off. No, the Killmonger. Rickety Bridge is down, but we're gonna win on margin of victory because the death is just so good. Wow. Victory. I love it. The Geekier Umpire. What do you have for me? Eternity Ranger. We're going to have an entire Savage Lands suite of locations. At this point, we could go Eternity Range into Altar of Death, into the Rickety Bridge, or just Savage Lands in Wakanda. Quite different, actually. Let's go. Do I play Forge? Tempo Forge? Sure. I mean, playing Forge into buffing the Carnage that eats the Nova is not the end of the world. It's not very high tempo, but we can still go for it. We can get more from our Carnage. I feel it. I feel it. Get our Vibranium. I'm actually happy with the Vibranium getting teched in to potentially hold... well, Avengers Compound. Okay. We will buff the Vibranium. Sure, it's indestructible. Why shouldn't it be buffed? What if we tried to just get more Vibranium and then have so much Vibranium that the Moon Girl starts duplicating Vibranium? That would be kind of fun. A very different take. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Here's what, if we could have 2 Vibranium and then Moon Girl duplicates it into 4. Yeah. There's something to it. Wave. So I get to play Death here. Death is down to 3. I get the Rock. Yeah, we get another Vibranium. It's coming up just the way we drew it up. Death plays down. Wave. You could Galactus. You could Leader. I have gotten really gun-shy of Galactus lists, but more often now I'm seeing the Wave in a kind of ramp effect. There's the Leader. They take our Death. Fine.
Clear for takeoff.
I got what I asked for. Is it good? That remains to be seen. Yeah. What a hand. I've never seen that. Bucky. That's cute. Okay. You're gonna wish that you had Leader now. Leader me now. Oh, where does the last one go? 6 Vibranium. Oh, man. We're going ahead here. Obviously, they have the Dracula. With the Wave Leader showing... I'm not sure what exactly to expect out of the Dracula. How much are you going to thin your hand now? Maybe not very much, but maybe it's just full of really big stuff. Generally, competing with the Dracula is a losing proposition. We're going up to 12. So they would have to eat something smaller than 6. I think that just playing here is better. Watch, now they're gonna Odin. And just like all this Vibranium's gonna appear on their side of the board. It could happen. No, it's just Jubilee, okay. I was like, when they had the single card playing there, I was like, smoke it. Oh, I caught him out. Let's go. Unanimous victory because of the Vibranium? Please, please. Giganto's gonna give them 1. Fair enough, fair enough. I still just love seeing all that Vibranium. Venom, Killmonger, and then the She-Hulk with Shuri's Lab. This is a dream come true. Whether or not the Rickety Bridge appears, I feel like the deck is perfectly poised. Venom to Shuri's Lab is crazy because you get the doubling effect of everything that you play down. And there's the Rickety Bridge. And then you just bring in Mr. Venom. Okay, so it's Deadpool, right? You start with the Deadpool. And then you like Killmonger. Make him a little bit bigger. See if you can trigger him with the Rickety Bridge. If not, you go for the Venom to the Shuri's Lab. And then you try and combo Deadpool, She-Hulk for the finish. We already have a game plan and it's only turn 2. That feels really good. The opponent, I don't want to snap yet. Psylocke, is it Mr. Negative? Mr. Negative, you're going to drop to the Rickety Bridge. Base Throne. I'm evaluating. The Death, the She-Hulk, a big Deadpool could all do well at the Space Throne. But we're going to stick with the game plan and go Killmonger here. Breaks the Nova, buffs up to 4 there. The Deadpool is going up to 6. He's getting the Nova buff and he already had the Shuri's Lab buff. And then Killmonger will go all the way up to 8. And then next we get to Deadpool Venom. Deadpool goes to 12. Nope, never mind. Armor says we don't have any more fun. And the Sunspot passes us? How rude. Okay. Well, now what do we want? I mean, we could just... If I Carnage, he dies. He's not worth anything. They die anyway. And they deployed their armor to Shuri's Lab instead of the Rickety Bridge. Interesting tactic. Are you going to have a way to be able to stick to the Rickety Bridge? Do you have another plan on being able to win Shuri's Lab? I've got some big girls that are going to come in. She-Hulk and Death. There's the Electro. Ramping it up. We'll go Deadpool again. Quite a pity that we couldn't have seen the Super Deadpool here with the armor, though. We do have the benefit of being able to play the big Deadpool to Shuri's Lab at the end, and then he's protected in case the opponent is running Killmonger, Shang-Chi, etc. I think it's Moon Girl? Deadpool? It's moving us away from the She-Hulk, but towards the Death, because we get 2 more destructions, meaning that Death is only going to be a 2 cost. Deadpool comes back to hand as a 24? I'm not too worried about what they've got. I know, they set up the ramp, they have the Sunspot, etc, etc. They're going to be able to play... Like, the Leech would be really annoying here. But, anything else, I don't think they stop me. Dr. Doom. Yeah, that was not what they wanted. The Doombot dies at the Rickety Bridge, and then Space Throne is locked up. So we're guaranteed to win the Space Throne. Wow. The Moon Girl Death comes through yet again, baby. Let's go. It's so big. And then I Venom just for being cute. 2-point Venom. Let's see it. What do you have? Now, is that to say, if they had leeched us, we would have been still high on the Deadpool, but we wouldn't have had very much else to be able to compete with. Would have been very tough. But there we are. And now here is our second list. Ramp the Bridge is what we're calling this, borrowing some of the tech that we've already seen our opponents showcasing, but combining it and playing it in a way that I hope is going to be a lot more successful. we have the electro, the titular electro, ready to jump the energy curve and get us into these very expensive game swinging cards that much earlier, but then also create a situation where the electro can get destroyed at the bridge location to be able to unchain us from only playing a single card a turn. So we have some very strong early plays in the Sunspot and the Ebony Maw, able to create just a lot of value here. The Ebony Maw, because we can still get assistance to his location with the Dr. Doom and with the Leader, depending on when the opponent is planning on being able to pass us at that spot. The Sunspot is great because we're going to do potentially a lot of passing on energy with the Electro limiting us to only a single card. The armor could be changed, flex slot for any 2 cost, but because I'm expecting to see a lot of destruction lists on the opponent's side, we're just here to ruin their day. Lizard, because he is super efficient. Wave as another option to be able to ramp. The Leech to be able to shut down the opponent's game plan. Professor X to actually win the bridge location itself. Doc Ock, because the idea of pulling their whole hand and then destroying everything on both sides just seems incredibly funny. Leader to be able to stay with them, and then the Dr. Doom. Basically, we ramp into playing Leader or Doom on 5, and then Odin to repeat and just overwhelm the opponent with our pressure. Diving in for our showcase here, and there's the bridge. Okay, who is the sacrifice on the altar of Electro? We'll put the Sunspot down. I'll let the Lizard go. Sunspot will live, Electro will go. Is that crazy? Gamma Lab, never mind. We'll just have Electro get turned into a Hulk. That's way better. And the Lizard too, also way better. We go straight into the Professor X to be able to lock down the Rickety Bridge to actually win that location, and we're off to the dang races. I've had great success running the ramp archetype just in general, and so the question that we're asking here is the extra ability of destroying Electro from the Rickety Bridge enough of a bump up to let us keep pace with the crazy self-destruction lists that are going to be running around? Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But ramp is just so much fun. Electro goes here as we wait for the game to process. Hold on, guys. The mobile game of the year just has to think a little bit as it loads up the Hulk laugh. And now we go Prof X. Does the opponent see it coming? Maybe. Do I care? Nah, nope. Wong. Ooh, they're in for a spicy finish here, it looks like. Okay. I mean, I can just like Dr. Doom and then Odin and represent a lot of points on board. I was wondering if I need armor to be able to protect the Hulks, but I still could. Nothing they showed me excluded Shang-Chi from what their list would potentially tech. You played nothing. You played Wong and you full passed? What are you waiting for? Are you about to... Hold on. Shuri into a huge She-Hulk? Because I ain't scared. Yeah. We got him.
Victory!
I would love to know what the game plan was on that pass. I have to imagine that it was something like She-Hulk into Taskmaster or drawing Shuri into She-Hulk, some kind of combination like that. They're just so far behind with us locking up the Rickety Bridge and then having early tempo at Gamma Lab as well. I've actually been on the verge of cutting the Forebear plays with the Electro so well as well. It's Christmas. I've been on the verge of cutting the Professor X from this list. But certainly not while this location is the hot one. Oh, armor, no. No, don't. I don't want your protection. I don't want your help. Rickety Bridge, so you're saying there's a chance. I can... Yeah, Electro and then the Leech is fine, I suppose. I don't know, we're kind of getting put onto a critical path anyway. We might not care if the Leech gets destroyed or not. In fact, I don't care. I've got my path set forward. You could play something there and destroy the Electro for me. Yeah, that's nice of you. There goes the Electro. I blanked out their demon, guys. Wow. What gameplay. Yeah, the Professor X certainly going to be hanging around for a little bit here. Let's go Leader. Do we like... I think we like Leader better than the Doctor Doom because the pressure on the Rickety Bridge, they just get destroyed. Here we get the Demon, and we get the Shang-Chi. You said Shang-Chi? I guess once your hand is leeched, you're just looking for cheap points, and Shang-Chi is, as a one... Well, they played one costume, and 4-3 was what they went to. I pressed it too late, it's such a bad habit. We leech again, we leader. Colossus is gonna stand on both sides, and then he juggernauts, but it's blank. So we are ahead. Armor, Mr. Fantastic lets them win the Rickety Bridge. He was already set. I was like, why didn't I get the Mr. Fantastic? It's because they played him on turn 3 prior to all of my leadering. Let's go. Armor, Leech, Wave, Sunspot seems pretty good to me. I want to see Dr. Octopus at the bridge, but I don't know. Oh, is the Rickety Bridge? Just let me draw it. Just let me draw it. Let's protect our Sunspot, of course. We can hear Wave into the Leech to be super annoying. Also, depending on what we top deck, we could have another option. Please let me draw the Dr. Octopus after I was just talking about it. Opponent hasn't shown us anything yet. Here we learn something about them. Probably a destruction deck if they're already playing. No, armor. They will have none of this. People are sick and tired of the Rickety Bridge shenanigans. Hell's Kitchen gives me Ebony Maw. Yes. Ooh, and then Dr. Doom. Okay, well that's better. I just wave to get Doom on 4, Leech on 5, Odin on 6. That's our game plan. And it feels like a good one to me as well, Mr. Fantastic. So are you like an ongoing deck, or are you... Mr. Fantastic fits in so many different lists. Why are you snapping? What business have you to snap? I am ahead. Oh, you've got the leader. Fun, fun. I am no longer ahead. But I will still leech ya. You already got your leader down, so you're probably not too tore up about that one. Lizard. 4. You run Surfer here as well? Maybe. Alright. Odin, and it's going to be close. With the opponent's hand bricked. There's a prayer. You got the White Queen. Okay, so it's going to be a tie in mid. And then a loss on left and a tie on right. Hold on, hold on. No. By 1? Oh, no. Kiln, a nice kiln. Don't know what just happened. We'll play our armor. Soulstone up against Thanos. Beautiful, beautiful. Do not play very much Thanos here. Let's go with the armor. Armor and then Sunspot. Honestly, you don't want to put too many cards here at the kiln because the Soulstone is gaining value by debuffing everyone. They just had an opening hand of all stones. That's probably what they were commenting about. It's a great opening as long as you ultimately draw Thanos. I still feel like, I mean, nobody's going to cry if Thanos gets a little bit of a bump up, I don't think. The Thanos list is going to do well here with the Rickety Bridge. He enjoys having the place where you can have things destroyed to keep board space open. You have so much card draw, can cycle through your effects as you scale up, say, Bishop, other cards like this. It's a great combo. Okay, you don't have to comment on every single location here, my opponent. Lockjaw? What? Oh, you wanted to cancel it. Okay. Interesting. And then here's the Kazar. Yeah, that's another tech that Thanos has is the Reality Stone. You can take the benefit from it, and then you can just bounce. We'll go Electro here, though. Make them a little bit annoyed. And then you keep the Lockjaw, preserving the Lockjaw. We're going to be able to go... So Dream Dimension holds us back, but Electro keeps us in pace. We can either put a lot of power onto the Sunspot here, or we can leech him. Leech, with their Lockjaw developed, is not feeling great. But they don't have any win conditions on the board yet. That's all about to change, I'm sure. Base stone shuffles into armor. No, my electro won't die. How could you? Why do you want to pick up that stone? Power stone. That stone gives you more stones. Then we pass them at the kill, which is amazing. So, is the play Doc Ock instead of Leech? Maybe. They don't have a lot of power right here at Hala. Looks like we might be able to pass them up. Oh, you moved. Yes, because you played the Space Stone. And you go Mind Stone and you shuffle it. Comes back up Ant-Man. Ooh. Cosmo. Okay. What are we gonna pull? And this is gonna stick, by the way. Reality Stone. It's no longer Hala. It is Negative Zone. And we're ahead. Oh, it feels good. Do they have any way to be able to buff them? No. No, they don't. Do they have any way to kill my Sunspot? No, they don't again. The Reality Stone has betrayed you, Thanos. And it was all in part to Dr. Octopus. Incredible. We didn't get to see the Doc Ock pull onto the Rickety Bridge destroy all of them. But that was pretty incredible for us. Without the extra 2 cards receiving the debuffs, ending up 6 points ahead feels so strong. And they're just working through what has happened. Yes, I can beat you without playing a card. I think I'm definitely going to be playing some Thanos with this featured location. I think that would definitely be fun. So here is the deck in all of its ramping glory. You guys are going to have to let me know what tech you are bringing and finding the most success with the Rickety Bridge featured location. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to play around with all of your fun deck lists. Until next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.